Good morning. I wanted to talk today about something that I have come across only today while I'm checking some or revising some translations done by some students, whereby I found something really of interest, and it is a kind of a sentence where it says in the English, and let me just read it for you in English. It says, it is actually about a topic which is related to architecture, and it's a book that is about architecture, which I have been checking. It says here the already precarious blood supply is depleted still further, and the risk of heat exhaustion is increased. So I just repeat it again. The already precarious blood supply is depleted still further, and the risk of heat exhaustion is increased. And that is what it says in the original, which is the source text. So what is my focus? My focus is on the actual words of this sentence. Let me just see if I can get it actually for you to have a look at and be able to recognize, so that you know what I'm talking about, because it's difficult only just to visualize the sentence. It's where this asterisk is. If you can see the asterisk here, that is where I've read just this sentence, and I thought it might be interesting to actually explain this one to you, because it's really important to do that. Now, what is my main interest here in the sentence, in the English sentence? So I'm just going to keep the book with me here to is the word is depleted and is increased, and these are all passive voice. So the already precarious blood supply is depleted still further, and the risk of heat exhaustion is increased. So here, what do I do with regards to that? I'm going to show you the Arabic version, or I can read the Arabic version for you. حتى مع انخفاض درجات مع انخفاض معدلات إفراز العرق، من المحتمل أن تكون هناك فترات تزيد فيها كمية الماء المفقودة عن الكمية المكتسبة، مما يؤدي إلى استنفاذ this is the issue here. مما يؤدي إلى استنفاذ إمدادات الدم غير الثابتة وزيادة خطر الإجهاد الحراري. إذن مما يؤدي, this is where I am talking about this particular clause. مما يؤدي إلى استنفاذ بالدال طبعا إمدادات الدم غير الثابتة وزيادة خطر الإجهاد. يعني المشكلة هنا أني ما فعلت أنه انتقلت من كلمة is depleted to استنفاد وليس استنفاد لأن استنفاد معناها لم يبقى منه شيء، أما استنفاذ means معناها اختراق، وهذا شيء مختلف. يستنفذ معناها يخترق، أما يستنفد معناها لن يبقى منه شيئا، مما يؤدي إلى استنفاد إمدادات الدم غير الثابتة وزيادة خطر الإجهاد الحراري. Is depleted is translated استنفاذ. In other words, it's translated to a noun. Okay? Abstract noun. And the word is increased is translated into زيادة instead of تم زيادة أو يزداد خطر الإجهاد الحراري. Of course, this kind of change it's a kind of a shift from the passive voice in the source text to a nominal phrase in the target text, which is استنفاذ and زيادة. This is استنفاد and زيادة. فالاستنفاد اللي هو the blood supplies being depleted further, um, and the risk of the heat is increased, or the risk of the, let me just see what that original says, and the risk of heat exhaustion is increased. What is done here مما يؤدي إلى استنفاد إمدادات الدم غير الثابتة وزيادة خطر الإجهاد الحراري. استنفاد is noun, زيادة is noun. Is depleted passive voice structure, is increased passive voice structure. This kind of shift is quite common, and it is quite safe to do that. It is actually a matter of really style, I would say, but it is important here to keep the two nouns استنفاد وزيادة. يعني you cannot have one noun and one passive voice in the Arabic in the target text. It has to be both of them as nouns, abstract nouns, or both of them as passive voice. That will be the ideal way, because that way the person, the target reader, will be following the consistency in the TT, in the target text or the translated text. I hope that this tip is helpful to you. When you come across it, make sure that you can actually pay attention to it. Of course, you can say يتم استنفاد as well, which is like half, which is a noun before them. But here مما يؤدي إلى استنفاد, and that is in the context is quite good. I hope that you have learned from this particular one. The next video will be about interpreting, and it is another exercise in interpreting, which I will do in a few minutes. Have a nice day.